My live traders nailed it today. Here's why. Traders, done for the day. And the topic of the lesson that we're going to learn today is called the world's best technical analysis indication. There is something like that, and it happened today. And I would like you to write down, what do you think was the best technical analysis indication you have seen today? Because it's the world's best. It's number one. There's no better than that. And we have seen it today. And and I'm not talking about an indicator like the S&P. I'm talking about an intraday pattern, an intraday candlestick pattern. What's the best intraday candlestick pattern in the world? And we've seen it today. Now, please start writing your answers. Until then, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to finish the day. Actually, I'm not going to finish the day this way. I'm just over $20,000 right now because I still have some open positions. But I did have a fantastic day in Tesla, quite usual. ZM did very well. Have a loser in TLRY, have a loser in NEO, and have a small winner in JD. So I'm going to finish my fifth consecutive green day. And that's perfect for this week. Last week I also finished amazingly well with I think it was 13 winners in a row, something like that. So things are going well. Things are going well. And you do see it on your charts right now, the world's best technical analysis pattern. And I wonder if you have written the right answer here. Let's see. Head and shoulders, no. Inverted cup, no. Head and shoulders, no. Cup and handle, no. Hammer, no. Stock starting down and falls, moves higher, creates that pattern, no. If I did get correctly, head and shoulders, no. Bull flag, no. Gap and go, no. Hammer, no. Doji, kinda, but I need more explanation about that. Follow the S&P, gap and go, reversal. Yeah, it has to do with reversal. Bull flag, no. Topping tail. Topping tail, where, Lucas? Where? You got it right. Where, Lucas? Spike, a combination of patterns, really. Bottoming tail, no. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, no. I cannot do reversal candles. Doge and topping tail, new high topping tail. Thank you very, very, very much. Linda got the full answer. You got the price of the best student today, Linda. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ right over here, traders. And let's talk a little bit about what we expected today before we talk about what happened to the NASDAQ. At the top, right over here, which is what Linda and some of you mentioned. I'm not sure I got it right with other answers, but let's talk about that. Right now, the NASDAQ is down 1.5%. Okay, we're down 1.5%. Here's how I follow it. You can see it's down 1.5%. S&P is down 0.3%. And the NASDAQ started down approximately here, 1.4, something like that, I can't remember. Anyway, NASDAQ started in a big gap down today. Don't expect, that's the first thing you need to understand, don't expect when the NASDAQ starts to move higher, and initially it came down, but then it moved higher. Forget about the first 10 minutes. They're also always, anytime, the first 10 minutes couldn't be trusted. The first 10 minutes are open orders from yesterday, pre-market time, so you just don't know according to the first 10 minutes what's happening. As you can see, the first 10 minutes were red. And then came, these are 5-minute candles here, and then came several green candles. We were moving higher. And again, as I often mention, when we have a big gap down, and specifically for the NASDAQ today, because the S&P started down like 0.3% or so. So it was not the same game in the S&P and the NASDAQ today. It's quite rare, but it is what it is. So NASDAQ was expected to move higher, and it did move higher. And as I mentioned, I was looking for a failure. Please remember this. We have discussed it several times. It's not always right, but it's right 70% of the time. And if it's right 70% of the time, then you can make money by expecting that it's very likely that what I'm about to say is right. Not always right, but 70% of the time, good enough. So don't expect the NASDAQ or the S&P in this case to move higher and close the gap. The initial pressure would be moving up. because people love to buy at the beginning where there's a big gap down, love to buy stocks which they believe, especially in times where the market's going higher, like recently, which they believe are going to continue moving higher. For whatever stupid reason they do it, they do it. I don't care. That's not my I don't need to trouble myself with the reason why they're buying. I'm a day trader. I take what I see. But I expect them to fail. The buyers are weaker than the sellers. Why? Because greed is much weaker than fear. And we are at a day where the market, the Nasdaq, came down very, very strong. You expect fear to win over greed. And therefore, you look for a failure. The only question is, when do you find this failure? Where do you spot the failure? Now, the $1 million question here is the timing. Is not realizing that the market should move higher and then reverse, as happened, is the timing. You need to get the timing right. So I moved into my Tesla trade, my second Tesla trade, where I saw this right over here happening. Now take a look at what happened to the Nasdaq. It moved higher, several green candles. I remember Yogi saying in the training room today, we've got too many green candles. He was actually saying that after the third candle, and he was right, because that was an extended candle with an extended volume. We talked about it yesterday. Wide range candle and extended volume, but it did continue slightly higher. Why? I don't know. I don't care. But look at what happened here at the top. When the Nasdaq is going sideways for several candles, like 3 candles, and then moving to a new high and leaving a topping tail, and not only leaving a topping tail that turns to be a red candle. A topping tail that tends to be a red candle is extremely strong reversal indication. The world's best. Number one, you won't find stronger. When you look for reversals, look for a new high or a new low. And when you have a new high or a new low, after a few candles, not just one candle, after a few candles, not just one candle, I'm talking about a consolidation. That was a 3 candles consolidation at the highs, 15 minutes. Actually, the fourth one was a 20 minutes now. So we're looking at the fourth one. The fourth one moves over the highs, immediately leaves a topping candle. Now, a topping tail. Now, you don't really know how it's going to end up. You still need to wait. But once it comes to the point where you have a 5-minute candle which is red at the highs, that's a reversal candle. Well, not finished. You wait for the next candle. The next candle, that would be the one that confirms. The next candle is the one that confirms this reversal, is the one that came under the previous 5-minute candle. And at that point, you can think about the market is very, very likely to continue coming down. You can expect it to come down. Now, it's a combination. It's not just, okay, let's say the Nasdaq was trending higher today, was strong, was up 0.5%, 1%, 2%, I don't care, and it's moving higher, and now it's leaving a topping tail. That does not mean the Nasdaq is going to crash under the lows. That just means it pulled back from the highs. It still is a reversal. But the combination is the fact that the Nasdaq started down. You don't expect it to move all the way up and close the gap. You just don't expect it. You expect it to fail. And then when you expect it to fail, you put two things in together. That's the two important ingredients here. You need, it's not just one tool. It's never just one tool. It's combining several tools to come to a conclusion. And then you know that it's very, very likely to fail today. You look for the world's best technical indicator, which is a topping tail at a new high. You look for the confirmation, which is the next red candle. And then the Nasdaq is coming down and finally moving under the lows. Now, that was the point where I was betting on my Tesla's second trade. You see, that was the point where Tesla also moved higher, and at that point I was thinking, okay, we're starting to see some kind of a reversal in the Nasdaq. Maybe I should look for the point where I think Tesla is about to come down. I shorted it here. Well, I wasn't very far away from getting thrown out of this trade. In fact, my stop loss was 684, and it moved 4 cents above that. But you may remember that this was a spike up. Now you see, when you're a trader, you have to add everything you know. If you don't add everything you know in trading, you're just not going to make it. So that's why it's a very slow learning process. This 1 minute candle was a very quick spike up, and I said again, as I said last week several times, and I did a video about that in YouTube last week, that Again, you never move out on a spike. And if you had a hard stop there, you're out of the game. And you're not supposed to have an hard stop. You just hold on and you pray to your God, whoever is your God, and you just pray that it's going to stop. And it stopped 5 cents after the stop was great. I did not have to challenge myself with much more. And then it started slowly coming down. At the time where it was slowing, not even coming down, I knew that once it slowed, I do have a confirmation that the spike is over, and now I can definitely have a stop over 684. I'm glad enough that it did not reach that, and at that time the Nasdaq finally started to move lower as I was expecting. So you add everything together, the fact that you expected Nasdaq to come down, the fact that it's just a spike up, and you expected Nasdaq to come down, and Tesla finally moved and finally gave me my second successful trade for the day. Now I still have small size left. Actually, my last 100 shares are a little bit in red right now. No big deal, but I do expect it to continue coming down. Actually, I don't know. One more thing we need to learn to know is we are on a Friday, and when we are on a Friday, you don't expect big moves on Friday. So the fact that we came down on the low, I don't know what to expect next. Really, I don't know what to expect next. There's not a lot of people trading on Friday. I mean, there's less people trading on Fridays. People are taking off for the weekend a little bit early, so you don't know what to expect next. In fact, if Tesla's going to make a move here over 681, maybe I give it a little bit more space, 681, 681 for sure. 681, I'll be out of my last 100 shares. And well, I'm still riding it, and I'm hoping it's going to continue coming down. So it is a Friday. I don't know what to expect next. What I did know to expect is the fact that the Nasdaq moved higher, the fact that I was looking at a reversal, which was the strongest ever indicator you will see in candlestick reading, and that's it. That helped my second trade in Tesla, which finally put me strongly in green territory. Now, I know some of you guys followed some of our trades today, and I just wonder, how are you doing today? I mean, green, red, how much did you make today? If you don't mind sharing, just will be interesting to see, and I would really love to see in YouTube too. If you guys on YouTube like to share with us, how are you guys doing today? That would be nice to know. 900 in green, very nice, super green. 900, 200 in red, sorry for that. 1000 in green, 100 in green. Red 1000, red, green, red, 600 green, 777, wow, nice. Okay, I'm seeing some nice numbers in YouTube, 31K, seriously? Well, I hope it's right for you. These are nice numbers. Okay, love to see that. 1700 in green, Zuhair. Mabruk. Good trading, 400 in green. Seriously, Mark, 7800, amazing. Fourth day in a row in green, Leah. That's great. Welcome, honey. Well, it seems like most of you guys are doing good today. Wilson is up almost 10 grand. That's amazing. Welcome, really welcome. For me, to me traders, it was a fantastic week really. 5 green days in a row. I mean, the first one, Monday, I was up like $600, maybe a bit more, but nothing special. But the rest were really good, and I'm proud that we're doing a good job. I think we are doing a good job. And I think if you're on YouTube and following us for absolutely free, we deserve the big thumbs up for this day and for this week. So if you don't mind giving us a thumb up, we will appreciate it. And there's a button right there if you want to sign up for this channel. So there's you can hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, which will enable you to see more of our uploads. So we will really appreciate if you give us a thumb up, and thank you all for following and being us here in our live day trading room. Don't forget, we got a great promotion in Colmex right now. Open a Colmex account and you will get a Tesla share for free, although it's down 3% today. So do it fast before Tesla crashes anymore. You can sell it the day after, but you will get a free Tesla share for joining up. Yeah, here's the link if you like to join. We'll put a link under this video. It's going to be on YouTube, so you can join as well. Thank you all. We appreciate to see you all here, and see you all next week. Scott's going to be back from his skiing holiday next week, so we'll be a full team here next week. Enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. See you next week. Bye.